What's happening, Fire Freaks? This is K.J.Inferno coming at you with more Stanley Parable. Now that I've done the quote-unquote correct ending, now it is going to be my duty to find every other ending. Alright, so I'm most likely gonna kind of cut through some stuff. And
all his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
you just cut me off, you dick. Anyways, so I'm gonna try my best to find as many different endings as possible. So if like let's say three different endings take the same path, I'm pretty much gonna cut out that path for all of them, and then just kind of see where things go from there.
When Stanley came to a set of doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, because I already have two ideas in mind. I'm gonna go down here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah, probably.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously.
Someone spilled paint everywhere
in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make
$1.25.
observations.
That's outrageous.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Doors close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, they are.
Simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
Someone spilled the coffee.
To have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying.
What happened to the car?
Gently float above
what the?
ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Whoa.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley.
Alright, seriously though, what happened to the car?
He was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Oh, there's the car.
Dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Wait, what?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams...
Alright, this is starting to get a little,
Of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
This is getting
Was
a little,
Stanley simply deceiving himself?
creepy.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited
okay, I'm closing my eyes.
himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yep.
Please, it's all I want.
Those buttons.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
You didn't know Stanley was married?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must.
The screen's going red.
Hear my voice. Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the? What happened to Stanley?
Woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, that's what happened to
But
Stanley.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What damn?
She would soon turn to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
I don't care about this woman.
Time for this. So it was.
I'm not sexist. It's just that
she stood there,
the game is called the Stanley Parable, not the Mary Ellen Parable.
She turned and ran.
Wait, so what? Oh, then the end is never. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. And once again, I'm back here. So let's try and find another ending, shall we?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
That was weird. That was different. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna try to find a yet another ending. I already have a couple in mind, so I'll be right back.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is nice.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I love the narrator in this game.
Hold the controls once and for all.
Now, here's the button I pressed last time. Here's a button I'm gonna press now.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Wait, what?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Wait, what?
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh god, no! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Stanley, it's your time to shine.
Turn it off!
You
Turn it off! Oh god! Oh god!
Now. Shape it to your heart's
Oh god!
desires.
I get 2 minutes!
Much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Oh my god. Oh god.
But what
can I get out?
One of them is more time.
Ooh, this door is open. This door is open. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
What all this means, I barely know where to
Okay.
start.
Open.
What's that?
Open.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? Alright, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
One.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply
Two.
let you sit there in your office.
Wait, there's a 5 button over there.
Buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
There's a 5 over there.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
3.
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this.
There's a button up there.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control.
Okay, okay. I got this. I got this. I got this.
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next
4.
go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut up!
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
5.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that
Maybe I was supposed to go backwards.
that something in this room was capable of turning
5.
you off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen
Shut
to
up!
screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will
5.
save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you
4.
have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No. Come on, guy. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. I
You're
got
in
this.
for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
3.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
2.
you made humble. This is not a
1.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control
Release.
this world,
Oh god, nothing's happening.
but I'm going to destroy it first.
Uh,
so you
Oh, no, no.
Look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh god.
Seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending.
Oh god, no. I got 20 seconds.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
Turn off, turn off.
Another choice. Make it.
Oh
It's all
no.
the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second
Oh
of your
no.
life from the moment we
Oh,
begin
no.
until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh god. God damn it. Well then. Okay. Alright. Well then. Let's see, do I have time for one more? I got time for one more.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay then. Alright, that works. Let's go. Alright, I'm back. And I'm pretty sure I found everything in there, so let's head this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You serious? You just messing with me. Ah, screw you, I'm going.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah, I'm gonna keep going this way.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I don't think I'm gonna die. I think you're messing with me. Ooh, what's down here? Oh god, I think I'm falling to my death. Oh. I think I'm falling to my death, but I have no idea. Ow. Where am I?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Wait, what?
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He
Oh no!
trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
No!
Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
No!
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and short
No!
life.
No! This is like one of my worst fears! Being crushed to death! No!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator.
Wait,
as
what?
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Wait,
killing
what?
him instantly.
What? Whoa.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Whoa, this is trippy. Oh, it's my desk! It's my desk! Oh, it's the entire layout up until the two-door choice. Whoa. This is insane. Button sounds? The credits. Did I like beat the game? Yeah, I know there's way more like endings to it, but whoa, this is crazy. Rather insane. Ooh. Is that Tron? A Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. What? Wage war against the narrator. Oh, too jokey on the... whatever. This is insane. Are these like actual... Are these like actual like letters to the developer? This is kind of cool. I'm sorry, I'm not really talking that much. I'm just kind of in awe at everything. It's just the narrator just completely lost control of everything. Whoa. Alright, well, as much as I'd love to keep exploring this museum of the Stanley... Oh. The Museum of the Stanley Parable, I think it's time for me to leave.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh, God! I didn't think I was actually gonna die. Oh, man. Oh, that's it. Oh, I really do have to hit quit. Okay. Well. Okay then. I think that wraps it up for this episode. I guess you could say now I'm gonna start looking for all the different paths on the right door, which I heard are far, far more than the left door. That was different. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see more in the future, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, you all stay awesome. I'll catch you all in the next one.